So good day, I'm Kirsty. I'm standing in front of a little note here that says I never say good day. I'm from Australia, so I feel like I have to say it, but I never say it. I just need to say that. I'm originally from Melbourne. I just got my Canadian citizenship though. Woo! Maybe just in time for it to be taken away, but we'll see. I've had a career in marketing communications. I have my Masters of Marketing. Most importantly, I am a human to Theodore Digby. This is my dog. As Ami said, I started my freelance business almost 3 years ago. And I recently renamed my business to Rhymes with Thirsty. Hopefully you all get it. Tonight I've been asked 3 times if it's Kristy, so I'm like, this is going to work. People are going to get it. I'm ADHD-AF. And I refuse to choose just one passion. Those two are probably related. All right. So a spoiler for my talk, this milk purse plays a part in this story. Ooh. Tune into next week. Okay. So in essence, I think you should do whatever the bleep feels right to you. Mic drop. We're done. Have a good night, everyone. No, I've got 10 minutes and we're gonna use them all. So as I mentioned, I had a career in marketing. And marketers are generally expected to perform a bunch of tasks, wear a bunch of hats. So my days were filled with copywriting, design, analytics, social, pay-per-click. Some I liked, some I didn't. So when I made the jump to freelance, I chose just my favorite things. Julie Andrews did. And these are a few of my favorite things. So yeah, when I moved into freelance, I felt the pressure to niche. Everyone was talking about how important it is to choose a really specific niche, a specific service, in a specific industry, for specific clients. And I really didn't want a niche, like really. I kept thinking I would and I would try, and I was like, I don't want to do this. So I felt like I should because that's what freelancers are supposed to do. But I didn't want to cage my creativity like that. Look at her. She's got full-length turquoise, one-piece, backwards leotard, red bangles. I'm not going to cage that creativity. So I didn't. I didn't want a niche, so I didn't. And being stubborn has actually worked for me so far. I'm going to show you some proof. Today we'll dive into one of my clients' design formation at Langara College, a local design program. Okay, I'm going to take some water. 1 second. Okay. So I was brought in to help them out with their messaging. They're a team of designers but needed some help with their messaging. So thanks to a connection from Genevieve, who's somewhere in the room, there she is. She recommended me and I got brought on to do some copywriting. But while I was there, learning about the audience, one of the target audience is creative high school age students. And so I started pitching ideas while I was doing their copy for references that the faculty weren't aware of, but I knew would land with the audience, like Brat Summer, Femininomenon, the Pink Pony Club. They were like, what are you talking about? But it worked. And finally, my TikTok edition was paying off. So I started pitching without overstepping was always the goal. So when pitching my ideas, I was letting the client know that I could help them bring them to life if they needed help. So beyond copy, I could do design, I could do animation. But yeah, I didn't want to overstep. So after my short initial copywriting project was complete, because of this pitching, I was asked to pitch on my extra services. And so now I've turned one copywriting contract into months now of everything on the board here. So design, motion design, social media, blah, blah, blah. Keeps it interesting. So by becoming a partner and not someone there just to finish a project or get a check, I was asked to expand my service offering. And I now work with other programs at the college as well, which is nice. Being chronically online is still paying off, so just showing some of my stuff for their socials. the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. Again, the faculty were like, "Who's Kendrick?" I'm like, "Trust me, it's gonna go well." And so we made it very design oriented. Of course, did their Spotify Wrapped, including their top artists, Paula Scher, Saul Bass, the Bauhaus School, their #1 song, the Pink Pantone Club. They're obviously designers and their brand is pink, so that was a play on Pink Pony Club. So yeah, I've been having fun with it. A bunch of Valentine's cards for them. You can check out their Instagram if you want to see any more of that. It's one thing to do all these things, but if you're not moving the needle and getting them any closer to their goals, like what's the point? But I'm happy to say that we've almost doubled their Instagram followers in the few months. There's been more interest in the program with high quality applicants, and all of this has been despite a changing educational and immigration landscape that all colleges are facing right now. I'm not going to read it out, but like, trust me, bro, the program chair is stoked with what I'm doing. And this hasn't been just a one-off either. Here's a little bit more proof. I've done copywriting, art direction, and every time I work with small and medium businesses, I do sort of the full gamut, whatever is needed to get the job done there. And then personal projects. This is my neglected personal project, but it's an Instagram account that I have big dreams for of physical products, but I do sort of everything there as well. And things I've learned. So be careful not to overstep. So when you're offering to do different services for different people, or even working with others that do, if you're the copywriter and they're the designer, maintain those balances. Be honest about your skill level. So for example, right now I'm learning how to do motion design, and I've been honest with my skill level with all of my clients in that, of like, hey, I'm teaching myself and we're going to get this done, and they've so far been stoked with, how that's gone on. And know when to hand things off. So for instance, I am bringing in a social media specialist to help with some of the stuff that I don't like doing as much. He's actually in the audience today. So yeah, even if you can do something, sometimes it's good to hand it off. And in general, there's no correct way to run your business. Do what you want to do. Don't should yourself out of your own success. And if you've found your niche and love it, sorry this talk wasn't for you, I'm really stoked for you. But before I go, the pros of doing more than one service and bucking that trend to niche, you're obviously able to do more for each client, and you can build more of a relationship. So I feel like more of a partner with these brands that I do a lot for. You can pivot based on market demands. Say AI is taking over copywriting, and you want to pull a different lever and start doing design. That works. It removes silos, so even when I'm the copywriter on a project working with another designer, being able to talk in their language, anticipate what they need, has been really helpful as well. And it keeps things interesting. Maybe that's my ADHD again, though. And now your turn. I want you to ask yourself, what do I like to do? What am I good at? What would I like to get better at? What are my ideal clients willing to pay for? And is there anything I'm considering doing only because others say I should? And the answer is don't. And if you do make any changes to your career or business because of these things, I'd love to hear about it. Before I go, the milk purse. Dun dun. I mentioned Genevieve earlier that got me the design formation job. She saw me at a networking event, a little bit like this, having this milk purse. Tonight I have a telephone purse. And I was about to leave Creative Mornings, it was, and she came up to me and was like, oh, what's that, And we became friends, and then we worked together, and she got me this big client. So take these events, nurture real relationships with real people, not trying to hand out as many business cards as you can. You never know when, someone you meet here will turn into who knows. So tonight, do that. And if you can't find anyone, we'll be mates. And again, I never actually use the word mates either, but like trying to inject as much Australia as I can. Connect with me on LinkedIn, Kirsty Ryan, not Kristy Ryan. I'd be stoked to get some more followers on Ominous Positivity Oracle. And come visit me at rhymeswiththirsty.com. Thanks!